Hola, buenos dias. My dear class, today we are going to talk about subjunctive mood. But first of all, I would like to be sure that you understand and notice the difference between the indicative mood and the subjunctive mood. It's very important that you have that clear. So please pay attention. The indicative mood expresses factual information, certainty, objectivity. In simple words, express for sure that things will happen or something will become real. Okay? And subjective is the opposite. Subjective are feelings about actions. So the subjective would express this kind of feelings. Express down, are certainly subjectivity, a wish, etc. and other kinds of feelings. Disappointment or hope. So just have that in mind. This is very easy. Indicative, something that will become real for sure, or we are sure that will be happen. Subjective is feeling about actions. Okay, something just that we are not sure that will be happen. Okay, so also the next step that I want to take is to remind you with some sentences the use of the subjunctive in English. So I have made up this sentence. The nurse recommends he take the pills with food. So here the nurse is suggesting something. We are not sure if the patient is going to do or not. Okay? She is doing suggestions. Is something uncertain that this will happen or not. Alright? So that is a subjunctive mood expression or sentence. So, and this other sentence, that is very common, and I love to use that a lot. If I were a rich man, I would not have to work. So he says, expressing a wish, a feeling, something that he would like that happens, but he's not sure that will happen. So remember, subjunctive expression, subjunctive sentence. Okay, so let us look at the Spanish subjunctive. So the idea is the same, but the structure is a little different, but it's simple. You will see. But first of all, I will introduce a simple statement because I want that you know how this statement can be slightly changed to indicative and then slightly changed to subjective. So look at this. Usted va al Perú en diciembre. You're going to Peru in December. So here we are not told too much, just a simple tense, a simple statement. So we are not sure if it will happen or not, or this is not expressing a feeling at all, just simple statement. But when we add this, when we add a clause like this. We will see how this change. No dudo que usted va al Perú en diciembre. I don't have doubt that you're going to Peru in December. So the speaker is sure that this guy is going to Peru. He knows that he can afford it. He knows that he can get permission for work or wherever. He knows for sure. So what this sentence is expressing? This expresses an indicative mood. Right, correct. Indicative mood. So, you see how we're working with the same sentence? And is how different is slightly different. So, now we will see next how this could become a subjunctive sentence. Dudo que usted vaya al Perú en diciembre. So this clause, dudo que, is giving us some help to recognize that this is a subjunctive. And also there is another thing here, the verb change. So we're going to emphasize how the verb change in the future classes. But I would like that you notice how this change. This is very helpful when we're going to recognize and when we are going to build this kind of expressions, subjunctive expressions. Also, I want that you notice that in this kind of sentence we have two clauses. One is subordinate, and one is a main clause. Okay? Right now I just want that you know the difference, so we will emphasize also that later too. But just try to identify the subjunctive expression or sentence. Okay? So here is saying, I doubt that you're going to Peru in December. So the speaker is expressing his feelings or her feelings. He is not sure about that. Well, probably he knows that he can afford it, or he knows the circumstances, and he's saying that. Or could be many things, but he's just expressing their feelings about the other person. That he doesn't believe that he could travel to Peru in December. Okay? So far we just has noticed now clearly what the difference between indicative and subjunctive expressions. And I would like to give you a list of some of the clauses that will help you to work to build in these structures and also to recognize that. I have a list here that I would like to show you and share with you, and I will give you also this piece of paper with all the lists so you can review at home. We have a menos que, antes que o antes de que, cuando, conviene que, dudar que, ojalá que, etc. So those clauses are very important. There are many more, but those are the ones that I would like to work first. Okay, so I just would like to get you also as a homework. I will going to get you a song. This song is written and sung by Juan Luis Guerra. This is called Ojalá que llueva café. I hope that rain coffee. So this is really a subjunctive structure, as you see, and in the song I would like that you identify those structures. I want that you underline, and tomorrow will we review, and also we can sing. Alright, and we are going to talk more about the bear, how the bear change. Okay, just for giving you a previous. So the verb will change according what kind of subjunctives there will be. What subjunctive expression will be. Could be a subjunctive expression was thou, or subjunctive expression wish. So the verb will vary according that too, not just according to the pronouns. But let me talk to you that tomorrow and work on that song that will help you to recognize first. Is what my main point here is, that you are able to recognize first an expression in this new structure that I'm teaching you, so you can get familiar, and so will be more easy for you to get accustomed to this new idea. Okay, well, thank you so much for your attention, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright, you had a wonderful day. Thank you.